So NumPy versus Python list. Okay, NumPy versus Python list, because the same functionality Python list can also do. All the functionality that the NumPy is having, it can be done with the Python list in different ways. But why it is recommended to use NumPy arrays whenever you want to store the collection of elements? Okay, so let's talk about it. So first of all, I said that it takes less memory. Okay, it take less memory. It take less memory. So basically NumPy is having less memory and Python list is not having less memory. How is that? So basically, if I say that I am creating a list here, let's say I'm creating a list here. Okay, so this will be a list object, right? This will be a list object which will be called as list of. Whenever we are creating a collection of element as a form of list, a per sets, it is creating an object. Everything in Python we see is an object, right? So that is why it is creating a list object, and it will be having some information related to list. Okay, just the general one. What are the number of elements and what are the elements, and then we are storing, let's say, the numbers. Let's say number 16. Then we are storing number 12. Then we are storing number, let's say, 128. Okay, so these are the numbers we are storing in our Python list. These three numbers we are storing in our Python list. Now what the problem is that these numbers are also object. Okay, these numbers are also object, but whatever we see in Python is an object. So these numbers are also object in their own way. Okay, and since it is an object, that means it is having a class. So this 16 is the object of the class int. Remember, we have a class called int. Type, try writing type 16 type method, okay, and then 16, it will show you class int. That means this object belongs to class int, and since it is an object, it must be having some memory. Let's say m1, let's say m2, and let's say m3. Okay, it must be having one memory. If this is an object, that means it is having some memory in the space, and that memory is, let's say, m1, m2, and m3. And now whenever you're creating a list object, that means whenever you're creating a list of elements, that means you have created let's say 16. Okay, you have created a 16 here, you have created a 12 here, and then you have created 128 here. So what it is doing, it is not creating a new space for 16, 12, or 128. It is not, these elements are not the part of list object. What it is doing, it is just pointing it towards it. Okay, it is just pointing it towards it. That means if I add one more element, let's say let's say 257, then again it will be pointing it towards it. That means all the objects in the Python, all the objects in the list, all the elements in the list are the pointers that are pointing towards the memory of that particular element. Okay, so that is why in list, this is the how the things work in the list object. It is a very good thing also, because since it is not creating a new space for the elements, so we can say that it is a very good thing in terms of memory management. But we need more. Okay, but we need much more. We need more things related to these. So if I say that now let's talk about Python. Let's talk about NumPy. So this was the Python list. Okay, this was the Python list. This whole explanation was of the Python list. And now let's talk about NumPy. Okay, let's talk about NumPy, how NumPy works. So let's say again you're creating a list of elements. Okay, not list, the NumPy array, and it is a array object. Let's say it is an array object. Okay, whenever you're creating something, collection of element, it is having array object, and it will have the information related to array, like what we can say, like dimensions or something, dimensions and shape. It can have dimension and it can have shape. And now whenever you're creating, let's say you have stored 16, 12, and 128 here, so it is not acting as a pointer. It is creating its own space. Basically, whenever you're creating a arbitrary integer array of length n, let's say it is the length of 3, it will take lesser byte than Python object, than the list, Python list object. Okay, it will take the lesser memory because these elements are covering like 8 bytes. 8 bytes, yeah, it is covering like 8 bytes here. Okay, for each and every element it is covering like 8 bytes. Okay, because it's an object, for each element it is covering 8 bytes. So that is why it is having much more memory. It is having, it is taking much more memory, and it is not, the whole, all the elements are not taking the whole bytes. Okay, it is not taking the whole bytes. It is just taking the fixed amount of the number of memory that it is going to take will be dependent upon the length of the array. Okay, so that is why the NumPy arrays are much more easier to understand, and that is why NumPy arrays are much more efficient to use as terms of memory and terms of speed. And why in terms of speed? Let's say you want to perform some kind of operation in your Python list, some kind of mathematical operation. Then what control has to do, it has to visit each and every address of that particular object that you are creating, to perform the operation. Okay, so it is taking much more time. It has to travel on each and every element. It has to travel on each and every memory of the Python list. Okay, so that is why it is taking much more time than array list, because all the elements in the array list are going to be at one place and it is just going to travel one by one. But that's not the case in Python list object. It is traveling on different places of your memory management system, of your heap space, and then it is presenting you the output. So that is why it is taking much more time in terms of speed. Okay, so let me type here speed also. Okay, to change your